Not all of the most beautiful places on this planet are gentle. Some landscapes, though breathtaking, conceal a silence so chilling it unsettles the soul. Lands where the ground transforms into a colossal mirror reflecting the sky, where ancient trees stand frozen like a curse etched by time, and where geysers erupt in eerie colors, like wounds that never truly heal. Setting foot here feels like wandering through a dream, but a dream that can turn into a nightmare at any moment. Prepare yourself, because today's list will take you to the most surreal and mysterious places on Earth, places that will leave you both enchanted and humbled by the haunting power of nature. Number 1. Salar de Uyuni. High in the mighty Andes of Bolivia lies a place known as the giant mirror of the Earth. Salar de Uyuni, covering more than 10,000 square kilometers, it is so vast it could swallow the city of New York nearly 90 times over. When dry, it is a blinding desert of salt, stretching endlessly under the harsh Andean sun. But when the rains arrive, Salar transforms into the largest natural mirror on the planet. A thin layer of water, sometimes no more than a few centimeters, turns the ground into a surreal reflection of the sky. Up here, heaven and earth merge into one, and you feel as if you've stepped into a parallel dimension. Scientists believe Salar de Uyuni was born from the evaporation of a massive prehistoric lake called Lake Minchin tens of thousands of years ago. This theory is supported by the thick deposits of salt and lithium hidden beneath its surface. In fact, this salt flat contains up to 70% of the world's lithium reserves, the same element that powers your smartphone, electric cars, and even satellites orbiting above us. Yet, behind its beauty lurks a haunting atmosphere. Travelers who have stood in the middle of Salar at night describe the feeling of being swallowed by infinity. No horizon, no landmarks, nothing to separate sky from ground. It's as though you are drifting through the silent void of space, cut off from the world you once knew. If Salar de Uyuni is a mirror, then it is a mirror to the soul of the Earth. Dazzling, mysterious, and unsettling enough to make you wonder, are you still standing on this planet, or have you already crossed into another world? Number 2. Antelope Canyon. In the barren deserts of Arizona, USA, lies a natural masterpiece that seems carved by the hands of gods, Antelope Canyon. This is a narrow slot canyon where smooth red, orange sandstone walls twist and curve like frozen waves sculpted over millions of years. When sunlight pierces through the narrow cracks above, the canyon transforms into a surreal cathedral of shifting light and shadow. Visitors often say that standing inside Antelope Canyon feels like stepping into an ancient temple, where the stone walls whisper the passage of time. Scientists explain that Antelope Canyon was shaped by the slow yet relentless force of flash floods and erosion, where each rushing torrent carved away layers of sandstone, leaving behind flowing curves that no human hand could ever replicate. Yet behind this breathtaking beauty lies danger. Sudden flash floods can strike without warning, turning the canyon into a deadly trap. There have been visitors who entered but never returned, forever claimed by the silence of the canyon. Antelope Canyon is more than a wonder of nature. It is a dream in stone, mesmerizing, mysterious, and haunting enough to make you question whether you are admiring a masterpiece of the earth or wandering inside a labyrinth with no escape. Number 3. Plitvice Lakes. Hidden deep within the lush forests of Croatia lies a place many describe as a gateway to a fairy tale world, the Plitvice Lakes. This breathtaking system of 16 interconnected lakes cascades into one another through hundreds of waterfalls, their waters shimmering in shades of turquoise and emerald. What makes Plitvice truly surreal are the wooden pathways that weave across the surface of the water. As you walk, crystal clear lakes stretch beneath your feet, fish drifting lazily below, while mist rises from the waterfalls around you, wrapping the entire valley in a dreamlike haze. Scientists explain that these natural terraces were formed through the slow accumulation of calcium carbonate deposits, constantly reshaping the flow of water. Yet to visitors, Plitvice feels less like geology and more like stepping through a phantom gateway, where time slows down and the only sound is the whisper of the ancient forest. But within this beauty lies an eerie stillness. Walking along the narrow pathways, surrounded only by water and fog, you may suddenly feel as though nature itself is swallowing you whole. It is this strange balance, the gentle allure of beauty and the unsettling quiet of the unknown, that makes the Plitvice Lakes both enchanting and haunting. Number 4. Pamukkale. In the heart of Turkey lies a wonder known as Pamukkale, which translates to the Cotton Castle. From afar, it looks as though a cascade of clouds has spilled down the mountainside. Yet as you draw closer, you realize it is made of vast terraced formations of limestone, sculpted over thousands of years by mineral-rich hot springs. Each terrace cradles pools of warm turquoise water, their surfaces steaming gently in the cool air. Walking across the white steps feels like treading on snow, yet beneath your feet the flow of mineral water whispers like an eternal stream. Scientists explain that the calcium deposits continuously reshape the mountainside into what appears to be a frozen waterfall of stone. But within this breathtaking beauty lies an eerie presence, as if Pamukkale is not just a castle, but a phantom fortress where every drop of water carries the memory of millennia. Surrounded by blinding whiteness, with no clear horizon, you can easily lose your sense of time and direction. Perhaps this is why Pamukkale feels less like a natural sight and more like a supernatural gateway, dazzling, dreamlike, and haunting all at once. Number 5. The Wave. In the vast deserts of Arizona lies a hidden masterpiece of nature, the wave. At first glance, it resembles a swirling ribbon of silk, yet it is, in fact, a colossal sandstone formation that has endured for nearly 190 million years. Wind and water carved its rippling lines, layer by layer, leaving behind a landscape that seems alive, shifting and breathing with every glance. Stepping into the wave feels like walking into a living hallucination. Red, orange, and golden lines twist and spiral around you, distorting your sense of direction. Some visitors claim that if you stand still for too long, it feels as if the ground itself is moving, as though you're being swept away in a stone vortex with no escape. Geologists explain that the wave was created from ancient desert dunes, compressed into rock and sculpted by erosion. But when you stand before it, it feels less like geology and more like a supernatural sculpture, a monument carved by the invisible hands of time itself. The silence here is overwhelming. No trees, no water, no sound, only you and the endless waves of stone, whispering secrets from an ancient earth. Number 6. Socotra. Rising from the Indian Ocean, isolated for millions of years, lies an island often described as another planet on Earth, Socotra. Its most haunting sight is the dragon blood tree, with its crown shaped like an inverted umbrella. When cut, the tree bleeds a deep crimson resin, eerily resembling fresh blood flowing from a living being. To the island's inhabitants, it holds mystical powers, while scientists regard it as living proof of an ecosystem that has evolved in isolation for tens of millions of years. But the dragon blood tree is only the beginning. Socotra is home to hundreds of plant and animal species found nowhere else on Earth. Walking across its strange landscape feels like stepping into a science fiction novel. A sky of piercing blue, chalky limestone formations, and forests of bizarre alien-like trees whispering secrets to the wind. Socotra is breathtaking yet unsettling. Its beauty feels unearthly, its silence overwhelming, as though this island was never meant for us, but exists to guard ancient mysteries of the Earth's earliest days.